Welcome to this presentation in the use of the National Federation of State High School Scoresheet. My name is Nancy Funk. I have been a National Federation High School volleyball referee for 24 years and I'm an assigner for the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. I want to thank the KHSAA for their assistance with this presentation. I am going to cover the use of the National Federation of State High School Scoresheet and Libero tracking sheet. The NFHS official score sheet provides an accurate method of scoring a volleyball match. Score sheets are designed to accommodate a 2 out of 3 set or a 3 out of 5 set match.
Definitions for the score. Serve. Contact with the ball to initiate play. Point. A point is awarded to a team when the opponent violates a rule during play. Penalty point. A point which is awarded when a team violates a rule that involves the referee giving a red card. Loss of rally point. Awarded when the serving team violates a rule during play. Replay. The act of putting the ball in play, other than the start of a set, without awarding a loss of rally point and without a service rotation. An example, a ball from another court rolls onto the court, so play is stopped and a replay is given. Reserve. When the server releases the ball for service, then catches it or lets it drop to the floor.
Note that the official scorer should be seated at the officials' table between the Libero tracker and the official timer. The score sheet is provided by the host school. The visiting team may maintain a second score sheet at the officials' table, but the sheet supplied by the host school is official unless the first referee determines otherwise. The scorer should report to the first referee no less than 20 minutes before the match starting time. We are now going to prepare our score sheet for the first set. On the top portion of the official score sheet, we will print date of the competition, the home school name, in this case home, the visitor school name, in this case visitor, the site, the school or the gym name. We will be at the home gym. Start time is the time the match begins. This match is scheduled to begin at 7:30 p.m. The end time will be written in at the end of the match. Set number is 1 since this is the first set that will be written in the set number boxes on each side of the team name. At the bottom of the score sheet are written the names of the officials for the match. Sally Whistle will be the first referee and Tom Ball is the second referee. The first referee will inform the scorer which bench the home team has selected. The scorer will then write the team names on the score sheet according to the side the teams will be on during the set. The team on the scorer's left will be written on the left-hand side, and in this match, that will be visitor, and the team on the scorer's right will be written on the right-hand side, home. After the coin toss, the first referee informs the scorer that visitor will be serving first. The scorer will then place an X in the box by the visitor to show they have first serve. A team roster should be submitted 10 minutes prior to the end of the pre-match timed warm-up that lists all player numbers and names. The written rosters and current lineups shall remain at the officials' table throughout each set. A coach from each team shall submit the lineup to the scorer. The scorer will review the lineup submitted to ensure that a captain is indicated, no duplicate or illegal numbers are entered, and the libero number is noted. If no libero number is indicated, as a courtesy, this is not a rule, notify the coach so the coach can verify that no libero will be used in the set. Lineups are to be submitted to the scorer 2 minutes prior to the timed pre-match warm-up for set 1. For future sets, lineups are to be submitted at least 2 minutes following the end of each set. When the lineup has been turned in, it may not be changed except between sets for the next set of a match. A team may make a legal substitution prior to the start of a set to replace a starting player or for a player who has become ill or injured. The scorer then records the uniform numbers of the starting players of each team on the score sheet. They are listed under player number from the lineup sheet submitted. Player numbers are written by serving order with the first server listed first. Note the Roman numerals on the score sheet and the lineup sheet. This will help you to ensure that the lineups are written in correctly. The visitor lineup is 5, 4, 3, 12, 11, 10, with a small c next to the number 12 to show that this is the floor captain. The libero is number 7 and is written on the line for the libero information. For home, the first server is 23, then 24 with a C for captain, 26, 20, 21, 22. The libero is 30. The libero may be changed for each set of a match, so be sure that one is designated on each lineup sheet turned in. Since home is receiving when the teams line up on the court, number 23 will be in the right front position on the court for the first serve of the set. The scorekeeper will also assist the libero tracker to ensure they accurately record the lineups on the libero tracking sheet. At the top of the tracking sheet, the team names are recorded as they are on the score sheet, with the name of the team on the left written on the left, visitor, and the team on the right written on the right, home. Lineups are then written in serving order in the SP column for each team, showing the C for floor captain. The libero number is written at the top of the sheet in the appropriate space. An individual other than the scorer must be provided by the host school to track the entries of the libero player. The libero tracker must assure that once the libero is replaced, at least one rally or dead ball takes place before the libero replaces another player. Also, the libero tracker must ensure that when the libero leaves the court, the player replacing the libero is the same player that the libero replaced when they entered the set. We will cover this more as we score the set. During the match, the libero tracker will record all libero replacements accurately so the libero tracking sheet reflects the players actually on the court at all times. Notify the second referee if an incorrect replacement or undesignated libero enters the set, unless the team immediately corrects the illegality with no delay. Notifies the officials if the libero does not remain out for one rally between replacements, records all substitutions on the tracking sheet, and communicates with the scorer to ensure both the accuracy of the libero tracking sheet and the score sheet. Note that if a team is not using a libero, there will be no tracking taking place for that team. Each service line box on the score sheet represents one player action such as a serve, substitution, or a timeout. Each play should be recorded using the appropriate figure in the key. Note at the bottom of the score sheet is a key to all the symbols used during the set. There is also a comments section. What goes in the comments section? A warning, yellow card, Y, number 12, 7-6. Y meaning yellow card, to whom it was given, the player number or coach, and the score. When a score is written, it is the score at the time the action occurs. The team who is given the card, their score is written first, then the opponent's score. So in this example, the visitor team had 7 points and the home team had 6 points. There is no penalty point given with a yellow card. A penalty or red card, in this case, the same information is written as with the yellow card using an R for red card, with the score at the time the card is given recorded, then a point awarded to the opponent. A disqualification is a card, red and yellow, held in each hand on the side of the offending player. Use DQ for disqualified when writing the comment. A penalty point is also awarded to the opponent. The offender may not participate further in the match. Uniform or equipment violations, E, number 5, means E for equipment, and number 5, attempted or was discovered in the set wearing illegal equipment. This will also mean the team is charged an unnecessary delay using one of their timeouts. Remember that penalties for equipment uniform violations and cards for unsporting conduct carry over from set to set. Exceptional substitutions. ES number 20 by number 5 means number 20 was replaced by number 5 as an exceptional substitution. A player removed under concussion management or the redesignation of the libero is also noted in the comments section with explanations. Each time a comment is written, it includes what happened, player number, or coach involved, the team, and the score at the time the incident recurred. Visitor number 5 serves first and scores a point. A 1 is recorded in the first service line box on the score sheet on the row by number 5 since this was the server. The point is also slashed in the running score column for visitor, showing that it was scored by the team when they had served. 5 serves again, scoring another point. The number 2, denoting point number 2 for the team, is written in the second box and the point is slashed in the running score column. 5 serves and scores point 3, and the same process is repeated. 5's fourth serve results in a loss of rally. A slash with a bar, looking like a sideways T, is placed in the next box, denoting the loss of rally. The libero goes in for visitor number 5. The libero tracker will slash number 5 and write an L on the line next to it to show the libero is in the set. On the home side, the number 1 point is placed in a square in the running score column. In the first service line box by the next scheduled server for home, which will be number 23, point 1 is recorded and a square drawn around it. The squared points denote rally points earned. Home 23 serves and loses the rally. The slash T mark is placed in the next box in 23's service line. Point 4 is squared in visitor's running score column because it is scored by the opponent's team's loss of rally. 4 is written in the first box on 4's service line inside of a drawn square. Number 4 inadvertently serves before the first referee whistles. Replay. An R is placed in the next box representing the replay. Every server action in the match is represented on the score sheet. Visitor 4 serves 2 aces for points 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are placed in the next 2 boxes and also slashed in the running score column. Home makes a substitution 25 for 23. In the next box of the current server, number 4, we will show the substitution. SX represents the opponent's substitution. If the serving team, in this case home, had requested a substitution, we would write an S only. SX is written followed by the number of the entering player, a slash, and then the number of the player leaving the set. The number of the entering player is always placed to the left of the slash mark. On the home side, in the player number column, there is a comma placed by number 23, and 25 is written next to the comma. The last number written in the player number box is the player currently in the set. Then slash the 1 under home subsection to show this is the first substitution used by the team. Each team is allowed only 18 subs per set. On the libero tracking sheet, home 23 is slashed and 25 is written on the line next to the slash number. The tracker notes all substitutions on the libero tracking sheet. Visitor 4 serves points 7 and 8. 7 and 8 are written in the next 2 boxes and the numbers slashed in the running score column. A red card penalty for misconduct is issued to visitor number 3. In the comments section under visitor, we will write R number 3, 8-1. Loss of rally point will be awarded to the home team. P-1 is written in the next box for visitor to show where in the set the penalty occurred and that there is a point awarded due to the red card penalty. A slash T is also placed in the next service line box since a loss of rally occurs because of the given penalty. On the home side, the number 2 in the running score column is squared, and in the first box by 24, a P2 is written and placed in a drawn square to show that point number 2 is scored due to a penalty given the opponent and caused a loss of rally. Home 24 serves points 3, 4, and 5. These points are placed in the next boxes and slashed in the running score column. Visitor calls timeout. A TX is placed in the next box of the current server. The current score, 8-5, is written in the first timeout box on the visitor's side since they called the timeout. The team calling the timeout score is written first, 8, and then the opposing team's score is written 5. Visitor requests a substitution, 13 for 3. We will record in the next box of home 24 SX 13/3. In the player number column, a comma is placed by 3 and 13 is written to the right of the comma. Then slash the 1 under visitor subs section to show this is the first substitution used by the team. The libero tracker will slash visitor number 3 and write 13. Home 24 serves points 6, 7, and 8, and we will record these points in the next service line boxes and slash them in the running score column. Visitor 12 is given a yellow card for misconduct. PX is recorded in the next box to show a penalty given to the opponent at this time in the set. In the visitor comments section, we will write Y, number 12, 8-8, meaning yellow card to number 12 with the score at the time the card was given, 8-8. The next serve by home number 24 is a loss of rally. Place the slash T in the next box. The loss of rally point 9 is recorded for visitor with a square in the running score column and in the box by visitor 13 with a square around it. Visitor 13 serves and it results in a loss of rally. Place the slash T in the next box. Home gets loss of rally point number 9 squared in the running score and in the line next to number 26. Home number 30 enters for 26. The 26 is slashed and L is entered next to the number to indicate the libero is in the set. The libero serves. A triangle is placed around the Roman numeral 3 to indicate that the libero is serving in this position for this set. When the libero serves, a triangle is placed around the Roman numeral in the service order column. This designates that the libero has served in this position and for the remainder of the set is the only position in which the libero will be allowed to serve legally. The libero number 30 serves points 10 and 11. Each point served by the libero is placed in a triangle in the running score column and on the individual service line section. The next serve by 30 is a reserve. RS is placed in a triangle in the next service line box to show the reserve. Remember, there can be only one reserve per term of service. Visitor number 12 is given a red card. In the visitor comments section is written R number 12 visitor 9-11. PX12 is placed in the next individual score box to show that point 12 was awarded due to a penalty on the opponent. Point number 12 is slashed in the running score column. Visitor calls timeout. TX is recorded in the next service line box. 9-12 is recorded in the second timeout box on the visitor side. Remember, each team is only allowed 2 timeouts per set. Home 30 serves point 13, which is recorded and triangled. Then a loss of rally. Place the slash T in the next individual box in a triangle. Visitor gets loss rally point 10, which is squared in the running score column and recorded in the individual service line box by visitor number 12 and squared. The visitor, libero number 7, goes directly to the service position and number 5 returns to the set while 12 leaves the court. On the visitor side of the libero tracking sheet, the L is slashed and 5 is written in. Also, number 12 is slashed and an L placed beside number 12. The scorer or libero tracker will inform the second referee that the libero has replaced the floor captain so a new floor captain can be designated. The coach designates number 4 as the new floor captain, and this will be shown on the libero tracking sheet by placing a small C by the 4. Number 7 serves, and the Roman numeral 4 is triangled on the libero tracking sheet. Notice that a 5 is on both sides of the L, so we know that the libero replaced 5 and 5 returned replacing the libero. Roman numeral number 4 is triangled as libero number 7 serves points 11, 12, and 13 to designate the libero serving. Points 11, 12, and 13 are triangled in the running score column and the individual service line. Next serve is a loss of rally. Place the /T in the next box in a triangle. The running score column is marked as the set progresses. When there is a discrepancy between the running score column and the individual score boxes, the individual score is considered official. Home is given loss of rally point 14. Point 14 is squared in the running score column and service line. Home 20 serves, loss of rally. Place the /T in the next box. Visitor is awarded point 14, which is squared. Visitor substitutes 3 back in for 13. In the next box, write S3/13. S shows that the serving team is making the substitution. Also place the 3 by the 13 in the player number column. Then slash the 2 under Visitor subsection to show that this is the second substitution used by the team. On the libero tracking sheet, Visitor 13 is slashed and 3 is placed beside the slash number. Visitor number 11 serves point 15. Point is slashed and recorded. Home takes an injury timeout granted by the referee. This is not recorded in the timeout or comment section. Home requests a substitution 33 for 21. In the next service round box, write SX 33/21. Then by home number 21, place a comma and write 33 next to the comma. Then slash the 2 under the home subsection to show this is the second substitution used by the team. On the next libero tracking sheet, home 21 is slashed and 33 placed beside the slash number. Next serve results in a loss of rally. Loss of rally point 15 is awarded to home. We record the rally point. Home 33 serves points 16, 17, 18. Points are recorded in the running score column and boxes. Always check the player number every time they go back to serve to be sure the correct player is serving. If it is not the correct number serving, notify the second referee immediately that there is a wrong server. Remember, the player is not the wrong server until they contact the ball for serve. The next serve results in a loss of rally. The /T is placed in the next individual square. Loss of rally point number 16 is recorded for visitor. Visitor number 10 serves points 17, 18, 19. Points are recorded. Visitor number 10 then has a reserve. RS is placed in the next service line box. Visitor number 10 has another reserve resulting in the loss of rally since there may be only one reserve per term of service. RS is placed in the next box as well as the /T to show the loss of rally. Home gets the loss of rally point 19. Point 19 is squared. The libero is rotating to the front row. Home number 26 returns to the set for the libero. L is slashed and 26 is written in by the libero tracker. Home number 22 serves and results in a loss of rally. Place the /T in the next service line box. With each service rotation, all 6 players have served. A different color ink pencil is used for each rotation. Example, black or blue for the first rotation, red for the second rotation, then black or blue for the third rotation, etc. This will help you find your place on the score sheet as the set progresses. If a team only has 5 players after the start of the match as a result of illness, injury, or disqualification, remember that a loss rally point is awarded each time a vacant position rotates to serve in the right back position. In red ink or pencil, record the loss of rally point 20 to visitor. Visitor number 12 returns to the set for the libero. L is slashed and 12 is written in by the libero tracker. 12 again becomes the floor captain and the C beside 4 is slashed. Visitor number 5 serves, resulting in a loss of rally. Place the slash T in the next service line box. Record the loss of rally point 20 to home. The libero goes in for visitor number 5. Home number 25 serves point 21. Next serve results in loss of rally. Place the slash T in the next box. Record the loss of rally point 21 to visitor. Visitor 4 serves point 22. Home calls a timeout. In the next service line box, record TX. In the home first timeout box, record the score with the home score first since they called the timeout, 21-22. Visitor number 4 serves point 23 and 24, and we will record them in their proper places on the score sheet. Next serve results in a loss of rally. Place the slash T. Record the loss of rally point 22 to home. Home 24 serves points 23 and 24, and they recorded on the score sheet. Visitor calls a timeout. This would be the third timeout, so it is an illegal timeout that results in a penalty point being awarded to home. In the service line box is written PX25 to show this was a penalty point awarded due to a penalty on the opponent. The point is slashed in the running score column. A set is won at 25 points, but a team must have a 2-point advantage so the set continues. If a match goes to 5 sets, the 5th and deciding set only goes to 15 points, and again, there is no cap on the final score, so a team must have a 2-point advantage to win. Next serve by home 24 results in a loss of rally. Place the slash T. Record the loss of rally point 25 to visitor. Visitor number 3 serves and has a loss of rally. Place the slash T. Record the loss of rally point 26 to home. Home 26 serves point 27. Record point 27. Home has won the set with a 2-point advantage. Record the final score in the final score box in black or blue ink or pencil, with each team's score on their side of the box. It would be 25-27. The R2 will initial. The R2 will initial to verify the score sheet at the end of each set. The R1 will initial the score sheet at the end of the match. The end time will be recorded at the end of the match. Thank you for taking the time to learn about the use of the National Federation Scoresheet.